don't know if this is live now. Empty there. Sure. See if anybody comes on the chat. There we go. NorCal RC, how you doing, my man? What you been up to? So the Creating 8S out today, had a lot of fun with that, but that's hopefully sorted now. Coach, or should I say captain? Alright, Kurt's RCs, how you doing, my man? Doing this in my bedroom today. You can see there, sort of bedroom stroke computer room. Just outside, I thought it was a bit dull. I've got a different webcam today, so hopefully that'll make things a little bit better. Is the picture and sound okay for everybody? Morning, Chainsaw. Sammy Modley, how you doing, my man? Snowblind, what's up? So I'm not even sure what we're going to chat about today. Just bring the live on and just see how things go. Dig the cap. You like that? I've got a couple of them. I'm going to get us a couple of baseball cap type ones too. Showers on. There's Gaz. Where's your hat? I'll get your hat sorted out, man. I've only got one or two now. I might actually get a wee bundle sent out and might give a few away. So we'll see how that goes out. What you been up to, Gaz? Up to much? Actually got something to do with you just now. There we go. Try to see who's all coming in just now. Strange because the first one I done from my laptop, and obviously now I'm doing it from my computer. It's just a different setup and feel. So yeah, that's it. How many people got? 13 people now. That's quite good. So what do you guys want to talk about? What kind of cars he's all been into just now? Anything you're looking forward to come in? Been looking at this DR10 on my desk for a little while. I've had this out a lot, but the weather's not been too good. I got on 2S down to a 2.9 second, 132 feet. So I've got a bit of work to do to this over the next little while. Actually add a parachute on the back yet and do a few different things to it and up the power eventually. So that's kind of sitting here just now, pretty much as a paperweight. Too nice and clean to take out. Mum's in the house. G-Dog checking in. Nice setup. Remember, he taught me everything I know. Aye, you sure did, Gordon. You sure did. DR8, aye, you love the DR8, guys, don't you? That's a good car, that. You've actually had me a few times really tempted to buy it. The last time I went to go for that, I picked up the Kronos XTR instead, and I'm going to say just out loud that I don't regret it. I love this car. Really good. But the DR8 definitely looks like a machine for sure. I've seen a few of your videos and other guys. It seems a lot tougher than they give it credit for. I think when that first came out, if I remember, it was about £350. But last time I looked at Model Sport UK, I think it had went up in price. So I think you caught it at the right time, Gaz. A lot to take in with these comments and stuff. So have you got any questions or what you want to talk about other than the hat? You've got two. Tell you what, Gaz, I'll give you one of these hats if you send me up a DR8. How about that? That sound good? Thumbs up, I'm going to say it's a deal. We'll have this saved. So, hat for a DR8, that sounds a good deal. Have you actually put any of your 8S systems in it yet, Gaz, or you just kept it to the 6 just now? What's your plans with that? Got 8 likes up there already. Well, thanks, guys. Oh, I think I just put Gaz as a moderator, and he's put a middle finger up. So I think a ban might be coming instead of a mod for this guy. All right, Master, how you doing, my man? Back again after last week. When you going to have a look at my nitro? Yeah, you bring that nitro down and I'll have a look at that for you, my man, definitely. That was one of the first RC cars that Sammy Mosley's here years ago had a shotty. Gave me a shot in his car park. It was a flying machine. Touched the throttle straight away down the road into one of his neighbours' cars, and I think that was the last time it probably ran. Take the wrench away so I can put it one time out. You heard that, Gaz? Your blue one is an 8S. Nice. Very nice. I bet that'll be some speed out of that thing. That's one thing with it. It's an FTX that make the DR8, am I right? But they're not like associated with another brand. So over here they're called FTX, is that right? And I don't know if it's in Europe or America, they've got a different name. Let's see. The weather now as well is getting interesting with the cars, because I had the crating out today. It's getting a bit wetter and stuff, so look forward to some frost and stuff to get the cars out. That'll be a lot of fun. Just shows how you don't watch my vids. I do watch your vids, guys. They don't always come. I'm on notifications for everybody. They don't always come up very often. Dazza Parker, hey, how you doing? Yeah, they don't come up all the time, so I usually have to manually go through them. And to be fair, guys, I watch Tibbs' videos a lot more than yours. Just hitting you on, my man. Got quite a lot of people in just now, quite surprised with this. So I thought after, all right, Keith, how you doing? JD Passall, I think that's how you say it. How you doing as well, my man? Yeah, after last week, I wasn't sure you want another one, but everybody seemed to want to have me back. I don't know why. I mean, this face, and you just want it back on the camera. Up to you, I suppose. I watch everyone alphabetically just in case I miss notifications. You've got too much time, Master, for sure. Like, what's that Char's put up there? Yeah, the Facebook group she's put up there. A wee thing. If anyone want to join the Facebook group, not very big at all just now, but I want to try and build that up slowly. So anybody's got Facebook, please click that one, add on to it, and then yeah, hopefully have some fun, add whatever videos and things you like on it. I tend to binge watch videos on a channel. Yeah, I can do that sometimes too. You start watching one, then the other, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. Just joined your Facebook. Can we put videos on it? Yeah, that's the whole point of my Facebook. I'll have to go. I'm actually on my phone to accept it in a little bit, but yeah, my group, I'm making it clear that I don't care what your channel is. Promote your channel, put your own things up, any advice, share as much as you want. There's no restrictions other than obviously nobody giving each other abuse and things like that. So I want to keep it all happy and friendly. But yeah, there's nothing. If you've got a video you want to put out there, more than welcome to put up. And yeah, I absolutely support that. That's really what I want for everybody. So that's why I'm trying to do lives now too, because we're doing the lives. Obviously, you can see my movie videos and things I do, but you can see a bit more about me and get more of a chat with you people. And as well, with having the Facebook, I can watch more of your videos and things like Gaz's that I miss all the time. If Gaz has got a Facebook, for example, put it up and I'll see it. So yeah, I'm actually all for everybody putting whatever they want up on that group. People are too soft. People are soft. I fear to say anything these days, guys. That's very true. I don't have a Facebook since I heard that the average age of its users is over 50. Facebook. Yeah, a lot of people have jacked Facebook, to be fair. I can see why, because, I mean, it's kind of snowflakey, to be honest. Anything you put up, people are offended, or even if you put up something a reasonable comment, you're not being offended, but some people get really abusive. It's easy to talk nonsense to people when you can't actually get to them face to face. I mean, yeah, it's a strange world that. How's this camera looking for you guys as well? Is this one better than last week? Hopefully it is. On my side it looks good, but hopefully it's a nice sharp picture for where you guys are coming from. RC book. There's an idea. Why don't we do that, guys? RC book would be great. Because that's all I ever use Facebook for. I don't even go to half my friends' pages. It's just RC groups and things like that. RC groups on Facebook and YouTube videos, that's pretty much my life in my spare time. Facebook taught me all my pals are BAMs. Oh, that's funny. Oh, what else have we got on here? Can't believe how many comments we've got coming up. Looks good, so you do. We also got Coach D, my man. How you doing? See, Coach D's just got the Typhon TLR. That's looking quite a nice car, to be fair. As much as I'm not a big Horizon fan, looks good. But I think it was last video with a leaking diff out of the box. Is that right, Coach? Looks good, but the thumbnail is reverse flipped. What have we got there? You're in a group, Paul, don't you? You are already in a group, Paul. You don't go on that. Yeah, guys, I go on it sometimes, but to be fair, every time I miss that, guys, I'll look on my phone and it's like 200 messages, and I'm like, I can't keep up with it, to be honest. I try and go on it, but not as much as I probably should, to be fair. So I apologise for that one. Did you see his tugboat video? Whose tugboat video are we talking about? Can't believe how many comments we've got here. It's quite hard to go down. Let's see. Coach D. No, I never seen that. Oh no. I'll have to have a look at that. It's another one that I've obviously missed. Keep up, Paul. I know I need to keep up. I do need to keep up, but family life, work life, guys. I mean, can't live the dream all the time. Only a few hours on the weekends, really. Make the most of it. What else we got going on? This is really hard to keep up with all these comments. Like, it started as a blackjack. Oh, I think I've seen the thumbnail for that actually. Was that with True Boys that had something like that up? Is that right? Because I think I went to click that a wee while ago, but I never actually got around to it. That Blackjack 42, that's an impressive looking boat, to be fair, AS. I've got the 6S Spartan, that's a flying machine. That I'm not sure which one's faster, but the twin sort of catamaran thing on that, the handling wise, it looks really good. But I have noticed with that, the Blackjack, it seems to be, when it's getting near its top end, I don't know if out of the box it's not set up very good, but it does seem very backflip easy. I've noticed that in a few videos I've watched on it. It's literally 1 minute of the tugboat. I'm going to need to watch this, guys. Yeah, the wee lunchbox there. Yeah, that's Charlene actually got me that a while back, built it up. So it's just a miniature, I think they're called the comical series. So yeah, it's just a little mini lunchbox. Usually drive about the garden on the decking with the kids. They absolutely love it. Not done it for a while, to be fair, but yeah, it's pretty basic. Inside it, we've got, what have I got in here? I've got a Tamiya speed controller. I've got an Arma 15 kilogram servo, which is absolute overkill in this thing. XT90 adapter, because XT90, very bad soldering on this one though, but we'll not speak about that. The little battery goes in the back here. You just take this off, and yeah, it wheelies, flips, everything. It's actually surprisingly quick for the size of it. You've got the little brush motor in the centre there. I think it's a 370 size can, but I'm not sure if you can get a brushless sort of version for that. But yeah, it's surprisingly fast for what it is. Fun little car. I was really enjoyed making that. The Tamiya kits are quite good. It's got magnetic clips on the side, although you can put the little clips on here which are stuck on. It's actually magnetic as well, which holds it on. So yeah, it's a good little fun car. Just put that one back down. You can see it, put it there. What else have we got? Yeah, it's pretty cool. It is a cool little one. Hello, Jimbo, Sam Mosley. Sam, that's my cousin. Jimbo, that's my dad. Family in here. RC buddies, a lot. Yeah, it's looking good. So many comments here. I think the way I've got this laid out as well, if you keep seeing me leaning forward, it's I've got my screen back so you can see me, and I'll just try to keep a little bit of distance out there. But yeah, I want to see the mini lunchbox running. You know what? I'll do a video with the mini lunchbox if you want. Yeah, it's probably, I don't think I've even done a video on the channel, to be honest. It's one of the little cars that I got just to play about with, and I've never actually really took it out. So yeah, I'll take it to my skate park or something. But yeah, it's surprisingly fast. It's a crazy little thing. There's a good laugh. Put your glasses on, bro. My glasses, if I showed you the last time you could see them, they're absolutely destroyed. Got the contacts in today, but yeah, I've just got the screen really far back because when I bring it too close, you literally just see me like just here. So just try to get everything out a bit more. So what cars have any of you guys had out today, and what's been going on your side? We have 15 watching and only 4 thumbs up. It's showing 12 thumbs up on my side, but yeah, if you've not done it, please click that thumbs up. That'd be nice. Well, there's probably always going to be that one guy that clicks the thumbs down. Noticed that in a few videos recently. It's not even looked at myself. It's uploaded and I've got one guy with a thumbs down. Pretty weird. Ewan, how you doing? If you're Fife, love the content, keep up the good work. Thank you very much, my man. Appreciate that. Where about in Fife, you Faye? "13 thumbs up." Kaz, I bet that thumbs down is you every time, mate. Especially when you find out I've not been watching all your videos proper. Yeah, that's true in NorCal. When you get a personal hater, yeah, you know you're doing something right. But what these haters forget is when they're going in to click that thumbs down, they're still giving you a view. So that doesn't even matter to me, to be honest. If anything, it makes me laugh. It's like, oh, well, fair enough. I don't like it. Whatever. Oh. There you go back to... Did you give me a thumbs down? I can only see a thumbs up on my end, but I take it Gaz has done that. With the middle finger instead of the thumb. That one's for Gaz. Had your Limitless out today, Daz, for a shakedown run. after a rebuild. What have you got in that Limitless? I had the Limitless a while back. I had a lot of fun with it, but I had a lot of stress as well. I think I got mine up to 112 with a Max 6 on 6S, but that was due to roads. The car was definitely capable of more, but finding roads here in the UK for speed runs, it was driving me insane. So you were getting up to like over 100 mile an hour, running right the road or hitting a pothole, and it's just so much stress. I stopped it because you're spending all the money on your car, looking good, you're happy with everything, and the slightest mistake, and it was literally starting all over again. It basically costing yourself one of these every time you crash, to be honest, with a Limitless. They're brilliant cars, but I think if I ever got another one, I would set up more for like 70, 80 mile an hour and just run it around a sort of track setup, not for speed runs, because for me, I started off enjoying it, but it got to the end and I could feel myself shaking before I even started moving. It was just a horrible feeling. Yeah, we need to do a Scottish meetup. That's something definitely should get done. There's a lot of Scottish guys in here, which is good to see. I'm very happy about that. Good to see everybody worldwide. But yeah, especially when I'm just outside Edinburgh, and every time I go out in my RCs, I only ever see myself. I don't really see many people out. So yeah, it's good to know there's a lot of guys here still into the hobby the same as me. For you guys that are in Scotland, I'm not everybody else won't understand what I'm saying, but over the sort of North Queensferry side of the road bridge, on the sort of left-hand side, there's an old park and ride there. It's a big, huge car park. If you go through some of my older videos, I think I've got my Hibeo Hyper GT there. I've got, I think the Limitless was there, the XO1, the Infraction as well. But that's a huge area, and we could actually set up quite a good track around there to get like a good wee sort of racing setup going on. It's a really good little spot. It's mad you've been to the same spots and never bumped into me. I usually try and go, if I go out in my cars, I try and get it done. Wake up in the morning, out early, get it done, then get on with the rest of my day. But yeah, we'll definitely have to try and sort something out. So a few guys have asked me before, and I said, yeah, maybe. And it's just been timing and other things I've had on, work, etc. I've not really been able to do that. But yeah, I do want to make a point of doing something like that. It'd be quite a lot of fun. Let's see what we've got here. It's our Instagram link. So anyway, I don't know if you've put up there, I can't see the post, but after your shakedown run, have you had the Limitless out yet, or how fast have you had yours so far? Master like giving people a thumbs down. Bathgate, yeah, Bathgate is awesome. That is one of the I would do, because most of my cars now, I've kind of got rid of a lot of my on-road cars. This is probably this is my Hibeo Hyper GT, which I use for off-road rally, and this is probably my main sort of on-road car that I use now, because I love the DR10. It's a special little car, something different, and for being 2S and how fast these things are, like wheeling off the line, they're really, really impressive. I don't know if any of you other guys have got RC drag cars or anything like that, but yeah, they're really fun. What's that? You got a Max? Yeah, that's what I had in mind. Finding the roads. Yeah, again, Carbon 92. Yeah, I've been there, man. It's not good. It's soul destroying. It's just you're going. First thing you always go as well is that front splitter. You just lose it nearly every time you touch something. But the car itself, I mean, is superb. It's a really good car, but you need the road setups. It's kind of sickening as well for all these American guys. We watch your videos like Phil Jolly and things on your roads, and it's like, wow, the guy's doing 150, the guy's doing 170 mile an hour. I mean, finding a road to do that here is next to impossible, unless we go on a motorway in the middle of the night or something, and it's probably going to crash anyway, but it's so difficult to do it. You still got the two Limitlesses, guys. I remember you had them. Not seen you out mention them for a while, though, to be fair. And I think Gaz has got a stretched hyphen, if I remember. I think I was quite impressed with that. It was a nice build that he had done. Put off-road tyres on the DR10 and run it like a champ. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen people doing the also the beach runs, doing it with the sand tyres, putting paddles on them. So that'd be a good idea. I mean, when you look at the DR10, I'll just take the case off just now and show you this. That car's got a lot of potential for, because you get the SR10, which is the oval version. But if you look at a DR10 with the body off, which was put the clips there, get this off. I mean, what is a DR10 realistically? It's basically a two-wheel drive trophy truck just being converted. So yeah, the handling's there. Obviously, you can change the suspension and things on it. Mine's pretty stock. The only thing that I've got different in this is I've got a 75 tooth spur, and I think it's a, God, I can't remember. I think maybe a 27 or 28 tooth pinion in there. But yeah, this thing is great fun. Not very expensive car either. And if you do crash something like that, parts are quite cheap. But yeah, really good car, the DR10. I really like that. I think Coach D, if he's still here, he's the man with the drag cars. He's got a few, and he's quite good at his setups and things. He's helped me out a lot to how I got to my 2.9 seconds. Take that back over. Oh, take that off now. The body's not going to sit right. That's going to annoy me. I'll have to do this, guys. Because I've taped inside it as well, the actual getting the little pins through the back can be a bit awkward. Get these clips on. Barbecue put this car, copped them with paddles on your dragster, no prep. Yeah, there must be a lot of fun that, especially when you see all the sand kicking up and stuff. It's pretty cool. What I was thinking about doing with this when I get the weather right as well is I've only run it on 2S, and I think it's topping out about 50 mile an hour on 2S just now with the gearing it's got. So if I put on a 3S, I don't know if I could get the high 60s, maybe even 70 mile an hour on it just now. So we'll see how that goes. Then obviously you can up the system and things, but before you've done that with one of these, I've been running the stock tyres, which are pretty good and grippy, but I think when you start hitting big speeds, you probably need belted ones, because if they expand too much, they're just going to start rubbing off the body and things like that with the car. Barbecue is the legend. Yeah, he sure is. Let's see what we've got now. I'm in the process of trying to turn my Tamiya Beetle into a drag buggy. That would be pretty cool if you managed that, to be fair. What's this going to be, Gaz and Shah? Oh, yeah. That's actually not too cold so far. That's one thing with the Charlotte guy. She's pretty good on the coffees, like. Especially, it was even worse for her last time because I was outside in the garage. But all right, Lauren, how you doing? Yeah, because I was in the garage last time. She's coming in and out with them. I felt sorry for her, but yeah, she done well. Looks like Gaz and Shaw are joking at my expense here that I can't keep up with, but it is what it is. Let's see what else we've got. Seems to be a lot of comments here. So apart from Gaz, who's going to say he's not, are you enjoying these lives? Is it still something? So obviously I done it last time as a sort of spontaneous thing, and he's wanted me to come back do another one. So is this something that I mean, do you want to pick a topic, or will we just keep it like this? Because I just feel like I'm just talking random stuff, and hopefully you're enjoying it, and I was keeping you here. Let's see what's. I'm just able to do laughing faces and thumbs up, and yeah, a lesser man would get paranoid. Are you on the top chat or? What's top chat? I don't understand what this is. Morning, Arctic RC. It's evening here, but where about are you? Alaska or something? Is that right? Do I remember? In fact, judging by the picture, have you changed your channel name? Sure, see help. Yeah, when it comes to online and stuff, yeah, I definitely need helped out. I can do film, editing, and make movies, but this whole live chat thing, it's just a different new world to me. Something completely out the normal. Even talking to this camera feels pretty odd to me, but yeah. Where do you guys get most success? Selling RCs, eBay. When I've sold RCs personally, I've just eBay's okay, but I've generally done it through Facebook Marketplace. The ones I've sold, and that way you can kind of get a chat with who you're talking with and stuff. Because I know you're selling something and you're selling it to get rid of it, but I don't like, for example, if I was going to sell this, I want to know whoever it's going to is going to look after it. It's a weird thing I've got, so I don't like selling things to randoms. I'd like to know I've looked after this, so whoever's going to get after me is going to do the same. It's just one of the things that I've got. Hey Barbecue, how you doing? Just been talking about you being a legend. That's back up in the chats, my man. I still don't understand this top chat or live chat. I must be on live chat because it's coming down in the right order, I'd imagine. But yeah, it's something I'll need to look into. He just has one job. You off, Sammy? Night. Well, Nick, thanks for stopping by, my man. Need to catch up with you soon. We'll have a look at this Nitro as well. So even just to get on the channel to show people what you've got, because that's a very nice car. Probably classic now, to be honest. It's yeah, a nice bit of kit that. This is it. I think I've spoken about the Corral already. This is the next car that I'm going to take out for a video. I think I had a little issue with this, so I thought my ESC had packed in on it. So what had actually happened was I was out with it and it just stopped running, and I was thinking, oh, you're joking, ESCs went. So I went to have a look at it today and opened up, and what actually happened, I don't know if like a stone or something came, but you know your on and off power switch, one of the little black cable had been nicked, so I had to just cut them and put some connectors on to get that working. So nice easy fix, and the switch seemed to be playing up, so you've got two lives that go into your switch, so I just cut them and linked them together, so now it's coming on as you put the battery in, so it's working. But yeah, that was a total bummer with that. Glad I got it fixed though. A pink truck. Yeah, that's me got that, and the Rifter pink, guys. Real men wear pink though, you know what I mean? It's if you're so manly and comfortable with yourself, does the colour even matter? But jokes aside, what had happened is I got the Tamiya PS, can't remember what the paint number was, let's say it was 15 for argument's sake, and it said on Model Sports page, and I was looking at it, cherry red. So I wanted a nice dark cherry red car. Thought it'd be like a metallic, shiny sort of look. Came in, tin said cherry red, started spraying it, and I'm like, what the hell's this? Came out bright pink, but to be fair, it's actually grown on me. Initially, when I was doing the paint, I was thinking, I don't know, but when I see the car out now and the sun hits it, yeah, I actually quite like it, to be fair. Yeah, whatever, Paul. It generally was an accident. But just for you, I'll probably buy like a pearlescent pink next time I do a car. Get it really pink. You put little unicorns on it and rainbows and the kind of cars you like, guys. So is there any news on new RCs coming out? Because I've seen this, I've been trying to find out more about this Corrali car, the Skeeter it seems to be called, and I've seen little pictures of it. It looks, I don't know if it's going to be like a Traxxas Max, or it's going to be more like an Arma Big Rock or something in between. But that looks a pretty cool car. I don't know when it's released or anything like that, but that's something I've kind of got my eye on a bit, because kind of going back to that Corrali, I'm kind of really liking them right now. That and my, obviously the Radix, which was the first one that I got, been really good. Look for local people to buy them so you can get more people into the hobby. Yeah, that's a good way to do it, yeah. Thing is with selling cars as well, which I think always hurts, is if you buy, let's say that for like, can't remember what it was, close to like roughly £300, is by the time you add things and do stuff, getting your money back is quite hard on an RC car. So that's another reason I don't like to sell them, because unless it's somebody who really knows the hobby, they're not really going to go out their way. What's this? Refills.
On your chat, it comes
Sorry, guys.
Talk chat or live chat.
Yeah, I can't see that. I think it's live. There's live chat coming down there. So is it live chat down?
Is it live or chat? Talk.
At the top, it says top chat.
Okay. Well, no, you don't have to go to live chat.
How do I do that then? What's the difference with that? Do people not seeing that live
Talk chat's only taking specific.
Sorry, guys. It's only taken
specific
comments.
You're not seeing everybody's comments.
Right, I don't know how to do that then.
You just click on the top live.
So I'll be 2 seconds with this, guys. I don't think I've messed something up here. So click on
that and then go down to live chat.
It doesn't show me live chat. Pop out chat. I don't know if that's something I can adjust to now, like, to be fair.
I'm not coming over.
Aye. Char won't come over, guys, to help me out. She's camera shy. Aren't you?
If you put the camera off over there.
If I put the camera off. Really?
Mm-hmm.
What if I cover it with my hand?
Yeah.
She's like red-faced, making laughs and jokes at me here in the chat, thinking it's all funny. Now it's a big time, and she can actually have herself on camera. She's running away. There's a menu next to top chat, right? So if I go to that, it's got participants, pop out chat, toggle times something. Let's see. See, I'm useless at this. The worst thing I want to do, I don't want to log out. Okay, Curtis RC is telling you not to be scared.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Right, well, if I come out with my hand, will you have a look at it for me?
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, guys, we're going to have to back out for a second, or I'll probably get beat up or something after showing the camera. Right, here we go. You're covered. Right, I don't know what I've not got on. My hand's getting shaky, Charlene. You nervous?
Yeah, but I can't see this.
No, neither can I. That's my problem. I can't see what it's saying. Live chat. Oh, what a champ. I was so tempted just to move my hand there and just not and just leave her onto that. I know everybody wants to see Char. She's just a name in here, and I mean, she should be on the chat. She's helping out a lot with this, so I see you. I was going to take my hand away, guys, but I mean, once I push this end live stream, my life wouldn't be worth living if I'd done that. So, I'm not going to take the risk. I'm brave at some things, but when it comes to messing with Char, not worth the risk. Not worth the risk. See what we've got on now. So have any of you been buying bought cars on eBay? I'm seeing a lot of eBay stuff here just now. How he's been finding that? Have you ever done anything dodgy? Or that's another thing as well with buying on eBay that I don't like is man or mouse. Squeak, squeak. Yeah, with buying on eBay, that always worries me because, I mean, take it for example, this car, if I seen that on eBay and it was pink, obviously me and Gaz would be going for highest bidder for it, so Gaz would be clicking that button to get a pink car. But when you get it here, you don't know if the diffs and things are okay or if the chassis is bent. For pictures, you can only tell so much, but when you can actually physically meet somebody, see it run, have a look around it, that's a lot safer way for me to spend that kind of money that these cars are worth. It's too late in the night to put a fresh facelift. You don't even like hearing yourself. She doesn't like hearing herself. I wish she would think of that when she's telling me what to do around the house. Then maybe she didn't like hearing herself then, and our life would be easier. Hey, Charlie. Real men drive pink, yes, that's true. That's another thing as well. My daughters, the girls, they love the pink cars, especially the little one, the axial rift with a little doll in it. She thinks that's hilarious. She loves it. So that's another reason why I quite like the pink cars. It puts a wee smile on their face and hopefully get them a bit more into it. So I've given them a shot at a few cars, but it's pretty scary to watch. You need somewhere right open for them to have a little drive about. I'm brave. Probably get it thinking I've got a bed in the summer house. I've got a bed right here, so you can have that summer house one, Charlie. I'm still going to get beaten up, guys. This will be the last you hear of me. Big Poppa Paul RC channel. I'll just disappear. It'll be, where did that guy go? Like I told you guys that were here last time, she watches all these murder mystery things and crime solving and where did the body go programs, and it's like it's all training for what's going to happen to me, I think. That's right, Gaz. You tell her. What's we got going on? Hey Jason, how you doing? Just come back from Scotland. That just means his life will never end. For my own safety. I love the place, you love my show. Thank you very much, Jason. I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoy it. So that's what I'm trying to do recently now is I spend a lot of time making the videos and just doing the filming side because that's what I like doing, but I'm trying to get more involved now and kind of make it more like a show, like have people coming on and off and things like that. And once I learn this better, hopefully get somebody like, let's use Gaz for example, is get somebody else on it and things like that. I want to just try and get more of a sort of, just a bit different, a bit more mixed, and a bit more fun than just constantly all the videos and breakdown stuff, which I've had a lot of recently. I've had a lot of breakdowns. I think the last 10 videos I've had, about 3 or 4 have been diffs breaking on cars, and it's been driving me nuts. I don't know if I've been doing something wrong or just been unlucky, but I've been finding a lot of diff problems recently, so yeah. So where about in the world of welfare then? Let's see, obviously I know I've got a few people in England here, a few people in Scotland, some in America, so yeah, what kind of areas are you all from? Let's see kind of what coverage we've got just now. I'll look for that now. I'm going to finish this freezing cold coffee and top up with the other one. New York we've got. Dulac. Wales, Master for Wales, yep. Look at that coffee top up here. I'm not asleep tonight. That took forever. That was a long fill. Colorado, Alaska. What's the temperatures like just now in Alaska? I imagine it'd be pretty cold. They won't show our flag. Like Green Frog RC, how you doing? What you been up to? Got a good full house here, guys. Chris Watson, how you doing, my man? Canada. Yeah, that's a lot of different. It's amazing how everybody from all these areas can just be on the same chat at the same time. It's crazy. So back to the car. So we spent this mad, this sort of little lunchbox. I was going to say mad fan there. We'll do a video of this next. Is that what you want to see? It's a fun little thing. Where in England is it your gas? It's sort of trying to remember the name of where it is your fay. So quite near Blackpool, isn't it? I thought it was soup. My autocorrect is crazy. It shortens words and changes. That happens to me all the time. Cheshire. Catch you later on, you, my man. Thanks for coming by. Here's the thing, I've got a question for you is I'm looking at it for my Creighton AS is getting new tyres on it, and I was looking at the Proline Hatchet X tyres. I think that's what they're called. What would you guys recommend for that? Because the stock ones I've got seem really soft and tear pretty easy. I've been like through 2 or 3 sets since I had it. So, excuse me. I was wondering what you think would be a good sort of set of tyres for it, or even if the X-Max ones, if I know you can bore the hole out and they would fit on, are they good tyres, or what's kind of your thoughts on that kind of stuff? Baja wheels you like to put on, is that off just like the normal fifth, the what's it called? Is it the 5B or something it's called? Is that right? Four rear ones with knobblies on. Does that work well? I might look at that because that's what I'm finding with. They're just too soft, the ones that you get with the Copperhead 2s with the Creighton. For the ground I run on anyway, because a lot of it's sort of gravel and shale and sort of sharp rocks. I'll have a look at that, guys. Thanks for that. It sounds like a good idea to check out for sure. Have you got a Creating 8S still, or did you sell yours? Is that right? If I remember, you did have it when it first came out, didn't you? Oh, old and slow. Hello, how you doing? Not as slow as me noticing you were there. We were looking for tyres to fit on the Creating 8S. That's what. Because now I've got the diff sorted and I've got that. If you watch the video that I've just put up previous to this, it was an Avid bearing kit I got. They're really, I would recommend that to anybody who's got a Creating 8S. Quality of that stuff and how cheap it is amazing. Because here in the UK, for the 2 or 3 back bearings that I needed just for the diff, was about £12 odd or £13. You got the complete set of bearings, all rubber shielded, for the whole car, every single bit, even your steering Ackerman ones, the whole lot was like £30, and they just feel amazing. So yeah, but now I've got that done, I need to get a new body because the body's a bit beaten up, and yeah, I want to change the tyres and just kind of give the car a refresh. So instead of getting Copperhead 2s again, I'd like to try something a little bit different. Hey Adidas RC, how you doing, my man? Back again. Do you think there'll be any other 5th scale cars? Because that's another thing as well. Because obviously you've got the Outcast and you've got the Kraton, you've got the X-Max, the not so much like the lossy big trophy truck things or that, but like a pure basher. Do you think there'll be more? Anybody else will bring another one out, or Traxxas, for example, will bring out a new X-Max? Because that thing's been about for a long time without a change, really. You use Hydra 2 in your diffs. Oh, for the old Riki. Don't think it's old Riki anymore, mate. I mean, you can't even get cars in it now, can you? Everything's trying to stop you getting your car in there. A 1/5 scale Big Rock. You're on Proline belted MX-38s. Yeah, belted tyres, that's why I was looking at the Hatchet X's, because they were belted, and I think I'm running the pretty much stock gearing on mine just now, and I wanted to get a bit more oomph so I can hit a lot higher jumps with it. But the only thing with the belted tyres I'm not sure about is air control with a normal tyre that's not belted. Obviously, extreme cases where an unbelted tyre that can like pizza out to like this size, but having that expansion helps with the air control. So if your tyres are kind of ballooning, you can get a lot of control in the air. So I wasn't sure if belted tyres would lose a bit of that. That's when the only thing that's kind of slightly put me off getting the Hatchet X's. Nothing. Yeah, probably nothing will crush or kill it, but I just wonder if it's like due a refresh, like just a bit of an update for Traxxas, because that's one thing I find with Traxxas is, I mean, they've got some good cars, they've got some that I'm not really interested in, but they seem to just not change anything very much. So, like, for example, you've got the Traxxas Slash, that's been the same forever. Stampede. They've got the Hoss now, which to me is just, it's not really enough of a change for a Stampede. It's kind of just a Stampede to me. But the X-Max, I think that would, because of the reputation they've got with that, I think if they brought out a newer version, even just different body style and a couple of different small little changes, I think that would sell absolutely crazy, to be honest with you. I can kill the X-Max in one run. That's the thing with the X-Max that I do hear a lot about, is everybody says it's the greatest basher, which it's probably hard to deny with all the people saying that, but at the same time as everybody's talking about being a great bashing car, I've seen loads of people like first run tyres pop in or having diff issues and bearings in the motor. So it seems to be a little bit mixed, but yeah, I think overall after a few things, because it's quite light compared to like a Kraton, for example, for jumping and stuff, it probably is a lot better. But I still maintain the Kraton AS for all the big cars I've watched. I don't think very much would touch it handling wise. It's just nice and wide and super low and heavy, and it really just bites into the ground. Because even if you watch a lot of my videos on it, you can really see how it can just, the turning on it is just incredible. You can just hit the brakes, get the back end out, and when it's sliding, you just know exactly where it's going to go. It's just a really good handling car. Belted over stock. You've not noticed any air control with the belted? Yeah, maybe overpowered, but I just wasn't sure because I was thinking with that it's giving you more of a pull, so that's why I was thinking maybe lose a bit of that, but maybe you don't. It was just a kind of general question I had there to see how things would be. Belted lands softer than stock, so it's got a nicer sort of plush sort of landing to it. What's Rob going to kill? What have I missed here? I think I'll have to go back up the chat again. I just like Gazzy's comment there I've just picked up on. Sure, see, you just keep making coffee. Can tell he's far, far away and brave because I wouldn't be saying that. Who here still runs a Slash quite regular then? Anybody running a Slash just now? I've got a two-wheel drive one in my garage there, but I don't really take it out too much now, to be honest with you. Let's see what I've got on now. What's one of your most reliable? Is that the Slash you're talking about, Arctic RC? Yeah, the Slash Ultimate, what is the difference? It's just like hop up parts, because when you look at the price of them, they're insane for a Slash, for what I've seen anyway. Chainsaw, charging batteries for a crawl. Wendigo, Capra, Bomber, Rift. That's a nice selection of cars you've got there, to be fair. Yeah, it's a bunch of upgrades already. Do you actually own one of them, Master? Has the Rift and the SMT10 chainsaw, have they got the same axles on them? And if so, have you had any diff issues or anything with that? Is it still stock motor and things, Master? What kind of driving do you do? Sort of bashing with the Slash Ultimate or sort of track stuff? Your lineup's X-Max and the UDR. That's a car of mine that really frustrates me, is the UDR. Mine, I've built it 2 or 3 times, I've had to rebuild it, and I get the same problem every time. The rear diff just disintegrates. Then, for whatever reason, it jams up, and the little grub screws, everything that hold it on, and sort of when you put your shaft in, you've got the little grub screw that goes through. I've had 2 or 3 of them. I've had to try to get the back off, drilling that out. It's been a nightmare. So right now my UDR's sitting there, needing a bit of work done to it. Everything's fine. It's just the back drive seized up. So I'm going to have to replace the bearings on that yet again. Didn't even have it out in the wet or anything. It just seems to, I don't know if it gets really hot or what it is, but that car has been a lot of problems for me. The Ultimate has all the stronger parts on it. Modified WPL 024. Yeah, crawling's good for sure. It's all stock part for cold weather arms. It's a car you don't see on very many videos actually, unless I'm just not looking in the right places. But you don't see slashes too much on YouTube just now. Seem to have kind of disappeared a wee bit for videos and things. Ran your Typhon 6S Max Whistler yesterday and broke everything. We all get the days, Kurt. There's nothing worse when you go out, you're all excited, start driving, sun breaks, and just going home miserable. Been there many a time. Slash seems to be getting a lot of good positivity here just now, actually, to be fair. Yeah, you can convert them to, there's a lot of things you can do with them, especially the Slash, I suppose, because it's got so many aftermarket parts, all these different things you get for it. Yeah, so a lot of people turn them into things like the DR10 and stuff like that. There's loads of things you can do with the Slash. Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be. I suppose for you as well, Arctic RC, running in the cold, imagine where you stay, you must break a lot of stuff, a lot of plastics and things. You must have a lot of problems getting sort of good runs. So we've got that now. An 8-foot ramp. Seems like you break almost everything when you go out. Yeah, that is the worst. So what's the most fragile car you've got then? What's determined what's the weakest car out there? What seems to break the most? For me, it's my UDR. That's probably my most unreliable car. Although when it does work, when it's going right, because it's so scale and suspension and everything, it looks amazing. But that car's like just super, super fragile. Yeah, the cold weather, yeah. Arctic RC won't be needing any fans. SME10 has the AR60. Is that what the Rift's got? That rings, or is it a 40? No, or is it an AR40? I can't remember what name it is on that. Actually, I should know that. That usually comes in my head straight away, but I can't remember what the Rift one is. Your video coming soon. Curtis, no shelf queens. yeah, it's 14B axles. Thanks. Yeah, I knew it was 14. That number stuck in my head there. I couldn't actually remember what it was. Catch you later, Jason, my man. Thanks for coming by. Your HPI is basically giving you a lot of bother, is what you're saying there. That's why you went down the Mojave route and not the UDR. Yeah, I had a Mojave as well. I liked that car, to be fair. But I did, when it worked, the UDR I preferred. Although, for if you're going to pure bash, Mojave's light years ahead of the UDR. But just for like scale driving and on track stuff, I think the UDR was a lot more fun because it's got the back lock diff, which has been giving me a lot of problems. But if you take on like a beach or on gravel, you can hold it sideways for days and you can really just drift it. If you sort of kick the nose out in the corners, it was just a really nice feel. But I think that's what let them have it down for me a bit, is having the open diffs and not locked back rear. That really just kind of took a bit of the driving experience of what I enjoyed anyway out of it. Yeah, thanks for being here, Jason, for sure. Thanks to everybody again, because it's the second live I've done. Still not really fully organising how I'm doing these, but I appreciate everybody that's coming by and stuff and listening to me talking nonsense. Thanks very much. UDR's awesome speedster that I use as a basher. My most reliable has been a team associated. I see where we'll talk. I think somebody mentioned the HPI up there. They seem to be coming back, trying to bring a lot of models out. They've got something like new, like a monster truck coming out. If I remember, I've seen a couple of pictures of it. It had like a funky sort of looking body. Can't remember the name of what it was called, but yeah, I don't know how that's going to turn out. Don't even know what happened to HPI because they were huge and they just seemed to, don't know if they went bankrupt or got bought over, but a lot of the older models just seem to still be sitting there but not getting renewed. And the only car for them that I quite liked, they've got a rally car. It was like a Ken Block styled sort of body on it. I think it's a 3S rally car, looked quite good. But yeah, hopefully they'll bring out more stuff, because the more manufacturers, the more different cars, the more competitive the prices hopefully should be, and the more everybody will have to step up their game in development in new models. That's really what we want. That's the cleanest you've seen my hands in a long time. That's very true. I'm always working on something. Because at work, I'm working on oil and diesel and kerosene. I come home, obviously I'm working on my cars or doing whatever. Yeah, my hands are very seldom clean. Still got a bit dirty thumb there. Scrubbed that, but it couldn't come off. It's right in there. But yeah, just what I do, what I work on. Keeping my hands clean's a nightmare. If I've got a proper night out to go on, I'll spend probably 2-3 hours trying to scrub my hands and it just does not come off. It's like embedded and ingrained in them. It's just, yeah, it's not very good. Pretty manly though. Let's not lie about that. Seems like you can't drive slow. Yeah, that's always a hard thing with RC cars, because you're not in them as well. The fear factor of driving fast all the time is not there. So yeah, it's easy to make a mistake. There's nothing worse when you are driving fast all the time and you realise you're running out of road and pull your finger forward to stop and you know it's too late. See what else we've got going on here. Try to got this chat just now to see what I've kind of missed. Can't believe how many comments we've got here. There's a lot of chats going on within the chat, which is nice to see. That's another reason why I wanted to do these lives, is not just about talking to me, but everybody who watches the channel, if you're all here at the same time, all mixes, we'll start talking to each other. Then you might even find another channel you like as well. So that's a good thing with lives. Everybody can kind of get in, have a laugh, a chat, and things like that. So yeah, it's really good. What's my favourite RC? To be fair, right now, it's a Kronos XTR. That's the one I really like. That and my Cretan 8S, I really like they two. But again, it's not what's my favourite RC, it's what mood I'm in, because other times, if you ask me that next week, I could probably say to you my TRX4 Defender. That's probably, really is probably one of my favourite RCs. That was the first one that got me back really seriously into doing the hobby, and I've got a soft spot for that. So I like the crawling. I mean, the bashing, the road stuff, all that is really fun, but I think when I go deep down in it, there's something about crawlers and just relaxing, driving, climbing over things. Or kind of crawlers is probably my favourite, but it's just like I say, the mood you're in for whatever you like to do. Yeah, still bash on the crawlers too. I've actually got a plan for my Defender for a video soon, so I'm going to be going pretty hard on that. So look out for that. I'll hopefully get that one the next time I'm out. I've got a plan to take the Defender to do something and another couple of cars, because today I found a new spot which I'm not going to say too much about until I get some videos on it, because I think if I get the footage right, it should be something pretty good that I could get out of this. Yeah, crawlers are relaxing, guys. It's just, you can go fast, you can do jumps, but there's some days where you just don't know, you just want to just sit there and just watch a little suspension move and just try and climb things, and it's challenging. So it's exciting in its own way, but it's just a complete different experience to bashers or road cars or things. You've been pretty lucky so far if you're creating 6S EXP, replaced the rear wing mounts once, went to RPM. Speaking of RPM, I'd got that, I don't know if you, like say for anybody who watched my last video, it was quite a long one, so even if you did watch it, I'm not sure you'd have got to the end, but for my Cretan 8S, obviously the back diff had went, so I couldn't really think of a reason why it would have went, because I hadn't been in the wet, or diff shouldn't really be rusty or anything. But what I think was happening is, because of all the stones and gravel where I run, there has been 2 or 3 times where you'd get a rock stuck in between the rear arm and the sort of half shaft drive shaft on it, and it was jamming in there. So I went and bought RPM plates. So if you imagine this is your arm here, and it's a plate that sits like this to protect everything. But what happened with them is, I didn't read the small print, it's got only for RPM arms. So I'm going to have to saw them down and find a way to fix them onto the arms, probably just with little self-tapping screws or something to fit them. But yeah, I was a bit bummed out that with RPM. I thought they'd have made them that worked with stock parts too, but for their arms only, supposedly. Yeah, mudguards, that's the one. You just got to the crawling and got FTX Canyon. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It doesn't have to break the bank. They don't have to be expensive cars. I mean, I've got some really expensive RC cars, and I've got some like this. That still puts the same smile on your face. It's not always about what's the dearest car. I mean, the FTX Canyon, probably, like I had the Christmas SCA 1E, which is meant to be scale on the registration plate, but it had the little Range Rover in that, and that was probably the cheapest crawler I've ever had. Fair enough, I had a couple of things like the steering lock wasn't quite as much, the electronics maybe not, well, you can tell when you compare it to like a TRX, they're not in the same league. But when you drive that car out on its own, you have just as much fun. It doesn't matter the price of the car, just stick within your budget and whatever you get, and you have fun with it. FTX Canyon does look really good. And to be fair on FTX, like Gasway's DR8, they seem to make a lot of good cars, a lot of variety. So yeah, can't really go wrong with that. Yeah, everybody's saying that about the DR8 under the radar beast on 6S. I think it was Tibor one. I think he'd done a speed one on it. I think he got quite close to the 60, if I remember, out the box on it, which for an off-road car, that's plenty fast enough. The FTX are bringing out a lot of stuff. Is it FTX? Oh no, it's a Bismarck, sorry. They've got is it a Sherpa? Sherpa, it looks like a Jeep. That looks quite a nice crawler as well, but that was another one, like the DR8, that started off at a low price. And when you look now, you can see it slowly climbing up towards the competitors. But that comes with full light kit, indicators, good electronics, a lot. So yeah, big name brands don't always mean better, for sure. When I crawl, I take about 10 minutes and I'm seeing how fast it will go. The Abysma Sherpa Pro's coming out soon. What's the difference with that one, Master? Actually, not. I've been trying to find out, even for coming on this live chat, I've been trying to see what's new coming out to get things to talk about, and I'm finding it quite difficult. Nobody's really giving too much away. I mean, the only car that I'm really seeing little hints is the new Team Corrali sort of monster truck thing, but everybody else, I'm not really seeing a lot like giveaways of what's coming. They had the HPI one I was talking about, not heard about the new Sherpa, but yeah. New Sherpa, was it a bigger scale or just like a longer wheelbase, Gaz? So I think Red Cat, they've got it's like a Jeep looking thing, it's like an 8 scale crawler coming out as well. Not sure about the differences. See, I've not even seen that, to be fair. I've been trying to look at stuff, but a 5th scale one, that would be pretty mental. A 5th scale crawler would be great. Think of what you could go over. Was there not another company that had made a 5th scale crawler a while back? I don't know if it was it Red Cat or something like that? It was a big massive thing. Who was it? Had it? I see it on somebody's channel. He still have it in the background. I can't remember. Be right back, no problem. Red Cat Marksman. That's the one I was trying to think of. Red Cat, yeah. It's out in the States already. Clawback. That's it. The clawback. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah. How's people's takes on the Marksman then, Barbecue? Is it looking good or just a kind of half so car? It was really hard to tell by looking at it. There's nothing that really stood out. It made me think, whoa, this thing's going to be amazing. But there's nothing at the same time that looked bad about it when I seen the pictures. Do you still even get the clawback? That's another thing too. I think just for sheer size, it would be cool to have, but never seen one of them in person. Only seen it once on YouTube. You've not had luck with Red Cats. That's a car I've never owned, a Red Cat, to be fair. That's one of the brands. It's not really common over here. You don't really see too many of them. Waiting for Christmas before buying your first crawler. Yeah, to be fair, there's plenty to choose for. Hopefully you get some good deals round about there on them. It has up and down reviews along with Gen 8 Windigo parts combined. Rob doesn't have much luck with most of these cars. Right, guys, I'm going to be back 2 seconds. All these coffees, I'm needing the toilet quick, so have a wee chat amongst yourselves. It'll be 2 seconds. Holiday coffee's got with me there, guys. Bring him a bucket to save him going out. Just sitting, if you see me leaning forward on the desk, guys, you know what's going on. That was a pure show by Charlene. She could have brought a bucket. So it's still a 10 scale Sherpa, but it's just got more hop-up parts and things on it. That can be pretty interesting to look at, to be fair, especially electronics-wise. I don't really know what I had in it originally, but that'd be quite an interesting car to see. Sorry, you'll sort it out next time. Oh, imagine that. A wee bucket underneath the seat. I think at this one as well, they've got like a, what was the name of it? They've got like a, it's basically like a Typhoon or a Radix. They've got a little buggy, but it's 6S and it was like a lot cheaper. And it was one of the ones that I always thought, is that worth buying? But I couldn't find out enough about it, and I don't know how actually durable and tough it would be. But they had like, it's a 6 and a 4S version of the same little buggy. See you later. Next time, Paul, that's my carer got my hot water bottle ready. See you later on, Dad. You know, as my dad was watching this whole time. Shade Tree, how you doing? Water feature. Just took the rival out and played a little. How did that go? The rival, that's a cool looking car as well, to be fair. Watched the Holmes Hobbies video on that. Has anybody ever had a Holmes Hobbies motor? That's another thing. Short-lived, you got a, oh, there's nothing worse than a short-lived time out with your car. You go out all excited and things end quick and you just go home bummed. What was the radio problem? Is it the receiver or batteries or something? Getting 100 feet distance before total loss. Is that something due to maybe the area you've been in? Because I've found, especially when we're talking about speed runs, there's a big airport road at the back of me. It was really long, and until I changed the controller I was using, I think I got a Radio Link RC6GS, but everything up till then would just lose signal half the distance it would anywhere else. I don't know if it's something to do with their signals or something, but yeah, sometimes you can get areas that are a bit funny with your controllers. We'd love to tour Ireland and Scotland someday. My great grandparents come from there for the years about 1900. The Ireland's nice as well. I actually like Ireland too. That's a nice place to go over to. Marksman comes with a Holmes Hobby motor and Hobby Wing 1080. The Holmes Hobbies motor, they seem to get a lot of good rep and stuff. I've never had one before, but they do look quite good quality. So that's probably a good thing that it's got one of them. No idea if I still have distant relatives over there. I probably do. To be fair, the way the world is now, everybody's probably got relatives everywhere. It's just like such a small place now. What it would have been, because you think you're talking 1900, travelling then to travelling now is just completely different. You can be anywhere now in about 8-9 hours. You can probably be in most places in the world. Only thing bad I think here about is the steering radius. Yeah, that's quite a big bad though, to be fair. If you've got like a crawler and stuff, you want a really good lock, because it can be frustrating if you've not got that. Catch you later on, Dazza Parker, my man. Thanks for coming by. What time will it anyway? 10 o'clock nearly. Yeah, definitely thank you for being here for sure. Thanks to everybody. You hope to visit Charlie one day. I hope to get Charlene on camera one day. That's the dream. Get her to stick her head in without having to cover like this. Rear steering would really have helped. That was something I was debating on doing with the axial rift. That I was putting like a front axle on the back and making that rear steer as well. I think that would be quite a cool setup with some cars, something a bit different too. But I'm not sure if you could link if it would work with having like a Y connector cable with your front and back servo so it turned off the one steering, or if you have to just do it individually with a different button like a channel 3 to change the lock left to right. I'm not really sure too much about it. I've not looked super in depth, but something that would be pretty cool. You know, it's a smart one. FTX Ravine. I can't think of that one, guys, to be honest with you. Yeah, rear-wheel steer is pretty cool though, eh? Especially when you watch like a crawling video where somebody's got it and you just see how much it helps out in certain scenarios. Because you can actually, if you're climbing up something, you can use the steering lock to get extra grip to sort of pull the front over. It's pretty cool. I'll need to start doing a bit more crawling videos again though. Now here in Scotland, but obviously England as well, you guys will be the same. Maybe not quite as bad as we get up here, but all the wet and muddy weather starting to come in now. It makes for good fun with the crawlers for sure. So, might be able to do a dig mod to lock the rear and pull the front around if the rear steer. Yeah, you could probably do that, yeah. You know I'm lost in this conversation. Yeah, with the dig transmission, has anybody got the SCX 10.3 and you've got one of them? So that's got the dig in it. I think the Capra's got the dig too, hasn't it? I don't know if the RTR's got the dig. I think it does, but I know the kit version comes with a dig option. I was going to get the Capra before the Rift, but it was Gaz that actually put me off it, because he was saying it wasn't as good as it looked in real life when you're actually driving it about. The Capra, you know, does. I don't own a 10.3. Yeah, 10.3 is pretty cool, but if I ever got one, I'd probably get the kit one, just purely for doing the Rift kit. I found that a lot of fun, so I quite would like to do another kit, because I like the way that they'd actually laid it out. So when you opened it up, it wasn't just like parts, trees, and everything was really organised. So you had your manual, you had like your bag A with all the bag A bits, bag B, and you could really just structure it really nice to put together, and it all came together really well. And the nice little touches that they done too, what I liked was you got your diff oils, you got your grease, everything you needed was in there. Obviously not electronics and things, but all the little bits that you wouldn't get, like for example if you do like a Tamiya kit, it's really just on your own. You don't even get wheel bearings with them, you have to buy that separate unless you use their plastic bushes. This has actually got wheel bearings in it. That came with bushes too, but I had some spare bearings kicking about. But with their kits are really basic, but when you go for a kit like for Tamiya, which is really old school, and you get like a new kit like the Axial, I'm sure other companies are the same with their kits, but it's really enjoyable experience. It's gradually building the cars up. And you crashed. What's this? Yeah, your favourite was an infraction. And you did crash it. To be fair on Charlie crashing it though, she was actually pretty good with it. I was just, I don't know what happened that day. Try to get Char to drive more cars, but I think that's kind of crashing it's put her off a little bit. I've never bought a Banggood anything, to be fair. That's a site I've never used, and I'm sure it's legit, but there's something about it I just feel I don't trust. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but it feels like putting my details on that site. I don't know, I'm sure it is completely legit, but if I go on eBay, I feel I've got confidence, but there's something about Banggood feels a bit like Wish and things like that. I just wouldn't personally use them. Not talking about Kevin Talbot on here. Oh, that's funny. Bang, not so good sucks. Yeah, that was a kind of feeling I had with that. And I think some of these channels like Talbot and stuff, not saying he does it because I'm not going to proof on it, but I think, I don't know if they're getting stuff sent out to market for these sort of places, and I don't know, I just don't like something about it, just the knockoff stuff. I don't really have a lot of confidence in it. You can get most of the same RC's Banggood sales straight from Amazon, sometimes cheaper too. Yeah, Amazon's another one that's fine to buy for. I think when you've got car details and stuff, I just like to stick to really big established sort of companies, and not just like random things. Because even when you see to me, Banggood's kind of like when you look at, you're on Facebook for these guys that are on it, and it comes up like a cheap RC deal. Click here, takes you to a weird site, and I wouldn't do it. And I think you get the same vibes with Banggood for me. Buy him a Traxxas Summit. Do they still make the Traxxas Summit? That had 2 brushed motors in it, didn't it? Was that not a twin motored car? Yeah, it's hard to get for the mainstream stuff, never mind the knockoff stuff just now. Everything with parts, even in my job and work in general, materials right now is really difficult to get a lot of stuff. No, Paul. I thought the Summit did have 2 motors in it. I was positive that. Maybe I'm wrong. It takes a long time. It's a lot cheaper quality. The only one that looked okay, I don't know if it was Banggood or wherever it was, but you know the big sort of 1/7 scale like Ken Block kind of drift car. They had it on Aussie RC Playground. He'd bought one. Somebody else. That looked quite a good car, and it had like a disc brake in it as well. So it wasn't a nitro car or anything, but it had like, as well as having motor stop, and it had the wee brake disc and stuff. Looked pretty cool. But then again, like you say, if you can't get the parts, if you break it, it can look as cool as it wants. But what's the point? .775 brush motor, 2 servos, and a 4S ESC. Yeah, the ZD, that's right, yeah. ZD Racing. Seems like ever since Infraction came out, though, to be fair, a lot of these companies have been making cars like that. That was really a game-changing car, the Infraction, for sure, because it really changed, I think, most people's look. You road RCs, the fact that it had the smoking tyres, the pickup truck look, sort of just a drifting machine. It was a different animal to anything else that had came out. That's probably, I can't think of any other cars, to be fair, that have came out that have been so unique at the time of coming out to that. That was really quite a special car. Hello, What Rock 305, how you doing? Whereabouts are you from then? Who's all got Summits here? That's another car that I've kind of not really gave too much of a thought about. Was there not a Traxxas or Gaz that did have a twin motor, or am I just imagining this? I'm sure there was one car that did. T-Max had twin motors. Yeah, I knew there was a Traxxas that had twin motors. That was really annoying me. The good thing with the rough roads, like you say, the Limitless is actually not too bad on rough roads. It's actually, to be fair, that's a very good gravel car. I mean, if you go back through some of my really old videos, I've got a couple of it just purely on gravel, and that car is a lot of fun on gravel. It slides, grips really well. The only thing with taking them on gravel is you find you probably be having to tape the inside of your body up, because the little stones that come up, you don't notice it unless there's sunlight, but all the little hits kind of go through the paint really easily. That's the only downside. A 2,200 kilovolt motor in your Summit. The Infraction's next on your list. Yeah, you wouldn't regret an Infraction. It's a really good car for sure. Although I think the new version, the V2 with the handbrake, I've seen a few people having issues with that, but I don't think I would really have a need for a handbrake with that car, to be honest. Just gravel and sand. See, gravel and sand's good with the Infraction as well. I've had a lot of fun on sand with mine too. The felony is pretty, basically is an Infraction, but it's got an old school like Mad Max looking body on it. That's what I really liked about that one. But the only thing I didn't like with it is, because it's got the bigger wheels at the back, it's got 2 different diffs, so you can't just go changing tyres on one of them as easily. Mobe, how you doing, my man? What have you been up to? Yeah, the rear tyres, they do look good. I just think it's, unless you're using hoons all the time, you're kind of restricted with that. That's the only downside to that car, I would say. Don't think he's been watching Mobay's channel, actually. He put, was it an MD something that, it was like a £3,000 roller he'd seen in a RC car shop. It's absolutely stunning. But crazy money. That was a really nice video. Summit in orange and black. Char looking at the Summits just now. There is so many nice cars out there, though, to be fair. There's, the choice in RC is crazy. Gazzy's is orange. I'll need to check that. As you all know, I've not been watching enough of Gazzy's videos for the last little while, so I'll need to go back through all his older stuff and have a look at this. I don't remember seeing it on it. Summit's yourself, Queen. Take it mud bogging. How much is the Summit? There's a thing. See, Charlie might want to get me out for my birthday in a couple of weeks' time, guys. Have you got a felony, Gaz? 520. That's quite a high-end price car for what I would say it is then, to be fair. What's some of your guys' thoughts on the prices of RCs just now as well, where everything seems to go up with this? They're trying to blame part shortages and things, but do you not think it's getting a little bit crazy at some points for how much they're selling these cars and rollers for? It seems to be in the last year or two, everything just really jumped up quite a lot. There's AS in yours. That'll be a monster. You've got the AS. Have you still got the AS in faction, Gaz? Literally had to Google it. Yeah, it has got. I found that myself. It's like some of the cars you've got, like they're getting older, and like I've had a car for like a year or 2 years, and like now it's dearer than it was when I bought it. It doesn't make sense. You think it'd be going cheaper until new models come out, but yeah, the prices are going a bit nuts. Yeah, it's in the attic. The 775 Titan is a joke. TT Pros went, yeah, that's alright. That's why I had a big sort of, on my channel I had a big rant about Horizon. Is I love Armour cars. I've always loved Armour, but with the whole Horizon thing, it's just, to me now, they're really just taking the crap out of us, to be honest, with these EXP versions. I've got a couple of extra bits and they're charging more money. They've got the TLR might be a different thing, but they seem to be like bringing these cars out aren't changing very much, but yet hiking the prices up all the time, and the spares are ridiculous as well. Prices of tyres, diff parts, everything. It just seems to be going crazy. I mean, I'm sure it's not only Horizon doing it, but that's the biggest company, and I think because they own so many companies like Lossy, Arma, Axial, blah blah blah, as they've got a sort of monopoly, so they getting away with hiking all these prices. That's why I've been trying to go towards more things like like the Corrali here, for example, or even like an FTX like Gaz has got with the DR8, I like to give other brands a chance now, just because it does annoy me that one sort of company has got such a massive piece of the pie, and it's kind of hiking the prices up, and I felt their quality has dropped a little bit as well recently with some of the cars I've had. Obviously the laser nut was a tipping point for me personally, but yeah, it's just, I don't know, I just think the hobby is getting a bit too dear at times. I forgot that. Yeah, Rob, I think Corrali's the way forward. For me personally, I love my Corrali's, especially this thing here. I mean, obviously when I first got it, I had this pivot ball sort of problem, and I changed aim on it. But other than that, it's pretty much a stock. Well, I say stock. I've got the tyres and outcast on it just now, but everything else in it is pretty much stock. I changed the back shocks on it just more because I was doing a lot bigger jumps and I wanted something stiffer. I could have probably put more different oil in my other shocks, but yeah, I really like the Corrali's. They're nice to work on too. The way they're laid out and everything comes apart, I really got a lot of time for them. Pretty good cars. Spell is guns, freezers, and food. Yeah, that's right, Green Frog. Horizon Corporation is certainly profit motivated, and that's what I've been feeling and why I've been going away for them. Because I know, like I say, I like my Armas, and I really do. Is like Jason Dearden. I used to chat with him quite regular. I've got him on my Facebook and things, and really nice guy, and you can tell he loves his brand and he's committed to doing stuff like that. But having Horizon behind it, you feel they're just forcing and forcing and forcing more stuff to come out. It's just not necessary. That was like my Kraton 8S. I love it. The 8S EXB, I didn't feel a need for it. I feel it just undermined how good the actual normal Kraton was. And it was just, yeah, I just don't like the whole put a couple of extra letters on the end of a car and charge more for it thing. It's just not something I agree in. I need an ESC to probably pick. The Max 6 is a great ESC for sure. That is probably one of my all-time favourites, to be honest with you. It's really, really good quality. Never really had any bother with a Max 6. Is still fast on a Summit. To be fair, guys, 3S gets fast on a lot of cars. Even this Kronos XTR, obviously it's a 6S car. I run it majority of the time on 4S. But on 3S, it still moves and still wheelies. People do that as well. As you think the more cells, the better the car. It's not always the case. Sometimes a 3-cell car will be just as fast feeling as a 4 or a 6, depending on what you've got. RC just has the motors, Robert, if you're interested. Brushless motors are always the way forward. Brush motors, even on crawlers, I don't know if you guys get that, but it can burn out quite easily because they've kind of got the gap with the fan for the cooling, get water, grime and things in there, they don't last. Brushless is a way. That's something I want to do to my TRX, is probably put a 1080 in there, something like that, and get a wee brushless motor in it. It would be quite good at some point. Income tax, that's the dream. That's a nice return, old and slow. I like how you've got a return and used it wisely, bought an RC. You put a, what was it, 3,500? When I had my Traxxas Slash, was one of the first cars I tried to do speed runs with, and I got up to 70 mile an hour, and every time I got up to that speed, the wind got under it and just do a big backflip all the time. That's up to 20 likes in here now, guys. Thank you very much. I can't see the dislikes. Hopefully there's not many other than Gazzy's one. Always put fans on brushless motors. Yeah, definitely. That's a must. Always stop as well when you're running with your cars if you're changing the gearing, and just check your temperatures. Even if it's just by hand, not with a temperature gauge, try to be scientific. But if things are getting too hot, it's definitely worth stopping because you'll end up costing yourself money. I've done it myself in the past. Overgeared the car. It'll be alright. Drive it a bit too much, then suddenly you get that little fizzle, smoke, and you're costing yourself money for no need. Slash motor is just a little 540. I can't remember what I stuck in mine. I hacksaw out because I had the 2-wheel drive slash. The little I drilled different holes for my motor and I cut out the little notches for the gearing, and I got definitely 550 brushless. I'd be lying if I said what one I put in, but I managed to get right back in and got quite a big sort of pinion on that. Yeah, Kurt's RC, thank you very much. As I keep on saying to everybody, thank you for coming along. It's amazing. Really, really am enjoying it. Hopefully you are too. When's this new Maverick Quantum coming out? You know, the little mini fake infraction they've got, the 4S one. Is that out yet, or is that coming out in the next couple of months or so? It's okay, Paul, I'm soldering while listening. What are you soldering? Gaz is always working on something. So what else we got going on? Out of the 26th of this month. Is that something you're going to be picking up yourself? I've kind of had a little bit of interest in it, but I don't know if it's enough to actually get it. Building an R6S quad. Hey Sergeant J, how you doing, my man? Back again. Be careful to do things at once. Oh, you got owned. Yeah, what you're saying here at Run Before You Get One. Yeah, I'm kind of the same because I think it's probably coming in at quite a good price range as well. So it's 4S is enough for a road car, obviously not for speed running and stuff, but for just general like car park dashing, I think that thing could be quite a bit of fun, to be fair. Congratulations on the promotion. Well, if there's been a promotion there, Sergeant J, well done, my man. Didn't hear about that, but good on you. Gaz is a multitasker. So what you been up to, Sergeant J? What cars you had out? So the thing is, really, cars, because like I said, the season changing over here, I'm really looking forward to some frosting things. Just got back from a birthday party. 3 sheets to the wind. Yeah, the sort of winter here with the snow, ice, and things coming, that's gives you a different fun with all your cars. So you can get your bashers out, your crawlers, all that stuff, and it's just different. You can drive the same spots, but with different weather changes a lot of the aspects of what you're doing. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Batteries are charged for the X Max and UDR and Max. How are you finding the Max? The Max looks, to me, in some ways, the Max looks a better car than the X Max. Is that Rob away? I'll catch you later, man. I'll probably call this myself. I'll probably be away fairly soon as well. Kind of got work in the morning. I'm looking at the time. Got a few things to sort out. Thinking it's 2 hours I've been on and still talking away somehow. The Max is a little beast. Yeah, it does look it because it's pretty much a miniature X Max. So we've been lighter, same kind of design. It is definitely going to be a tough little car. The only thing I found with watching them is the look. I don't know if it's the ESC or if it's the people driving it, but they look really hard to control in the air. It looks like you're either straight up or straight down. It doesn't look an easy car to sort of control and just bring down gentle. Looks a little bit wild. Had a surprise party for one of the airmen's wives. Good times. Yeah, surprise parties are good, eh? How much longer are you over in Italy for, Sergeant? Are you there for a long time, or are you getting back home soon? What's Gaz to give me some tips on? Missed that one. Oh, multitasking. Try to multitask right now. It's really difficult. Try to talk to the camera, read this, thinking what to talk about. This live stuff is no joke. The thing is, if you mess up on a live as well, it's too late. When you make a video and you crash or you say something wrong, you can just do another take. But on a live, it's pretty weird. Like, when I watch Fear, I've not watched Fear the Walking Dead. Is that related to the normal Walking Dead stuff, or is it just a different thing altogether? Is that your way, Arctic RC? You have a good one too, man, if you are. 2 spin-offs. I need to get into a good TV series again. I'm kind of missing that. The last one that I really enjoyed was The Punisher with John Bernthal. I love Marvel stuff and that. I'm quite geeky, so that was a really good one. That's the last thing I really got properly into. But yeah, this getting that time of year now with the darker nights, I have to start looking for more stuff to watch rather than YouTube videos. But that will not happen. I'll just end up watching RC cars, go in my bed, space out, just flicking and flicking and flicking. That's what I usually end up doing. You've got your own secrets that you can't share. That's another thing also, I don't know if for people who came in, if they're still here or not for the beginning, but if Shar could do us a favour and put another link up for the Facebook group for anybody that wants to join it, that'd be appreciated. Just they say add your own things and all that onto it. So I really want it to be that everybody can come on it and everybody can put whatever they want onto it as well. I don't think Gaz has got Facebook, but good to get to see somebody. If you watch some of his quad videos, if he's building a quad just now, he's got some really impressive flying skills, to be fair. Make me a little bit jealous. I mean, I've just got a normal DJI Maverick Air drone, and his quad ones are crazy. I think he's got must be the FPV goggles set up as well. I think that must be a crazy feeling to do that, to be fair. Like, it'd be a lot of fun. You think these zombies that have brought it, it's been 10 years. They know how to milk TV programmes. The same with Game of Thrones and stuff like that. I started watching that, thought it was good, then you're like, you're really just dragging this on now. It's getting pretty boring. Right, so when we do the next live, is there any topics you want to talk about, or just do it this way again, or what are you guys thinking? Because like I say, I'm kind of winging this as I'm going along. The second ever live, not really too sure how I plan to do this long term. I want to keep doing it because I'm actually really enjoying it. But I don't know if I should have more structure to what I'm doing, or just keep it how we're doing it just now. What do you think? Started Breaking Bad the other night. Breaking Bad was good. Just how we're doing it's fine by you. That's good, because I prefer that, because see, I'm sitting here sometimes not even sure what I want to talk about, but looking at the chat, seeing how it goes, it just feels more natural than having right, we're here to talk about this today. You know what I mean? Let's just talk about this one car. I don't want to be like that if I don't have to. So yeah, if you are happy with this, just random talking, we'll keep it at this. I'll still keep doing it once a week just now. And quite surprised how many people I've had on today as well. It's been really, really good. Thank you to everybody. Really, really do mean that. It really means a lot to me as all coming and hanging about. So yeah, appreciated. Can I just talk to Shar instead? You could talk to her. I'd be more than happy for her to sit in the seat, but Char's just, she's scared of the limelight. Are you going to come upstairs, Char, and sit in the seat and talk to your fan base? Yeah, that's true. If they're not into the car, just that they're going to leave. Yeah, you could bring another chat. Last, I think it's a StreamYard or something you have to do that way, because I would quite like to do that, bring in other people to talk and things and get down to that. Once I learn more about this live stuff, because as you see me having to get Char up earlier, I didn't know how to even have the talk chat and live chat. I still don't even know what the difference it actually made was. So I've got a lot to learn for sure. Like I say, I can do my movies, I can drive my cars, but with this live stuff, it's completely new to me. So yeah, we're going to have to work on it, take a bit of time. But I say, hopefully you're all enjoying it anyway. Nope, you're good, thank you. We'll all get her up. We're definitely going to get her on at this at one time. That's Lauren back. That's good. Good to see. So I've got Gordon. Yeah, coffee machine, my birthday. That'd be a good idea, just sitting here. That's one as well. Obviously, like you guys are talking to Shara a lot here as well, but for me, big up to Shara as well because she's taking care of a lot of things there that I've got no idea what to do. So, yeah, thank you very much for that, babe. Appreciate it. She's even talking in fractions and stuff. That's like pretty impressive. We got a coffee machine, me. Oh, that's funny. Coffee popped an IV tube. I don't function without coffee, me, like. Try to stop now, like I've had coffees, but now I'm thinking it's getting late at night here. I've got to go to sleep fairly soon, so I don't have too many coffees now. I can understand, sure, see better. Don't know if that coffee's still hot in that tub. Let's check this out. Nah, it's leaking by the looks of it too. Nah, it's pretty cold and horrible now. Think I should get a wee bell for Charlene. Ding ding, when I want something. So, MD getting this, obviously, I don't know if Coach is still on, but he had that new TLR Typhon. Has anybody else got that or interested in it? Yeah, for what a slap too. The hats will be coming. I've got this hat here I've had for a wee while and just seen what they look like. But what I want to ideally do, if I'm going to make hats and sort of give stuff out, is I want to change it to like I've got in this coffee mug. So if you can see there, it's got a little badge and things on it. So I'd probably do hats more that way than just the writing. I think it'd probably look better. So a little circle badge on there or something like that. You're not feeling the TLR. I take it that's supposed to be a more track orientated Typhon, but to me it looks more like a colour change, I think. Something to take advantage of it. A mug, please. Well, you never know. I mean, I've got a couple of them in the house, but I'll have to really properly do that. That's something I'm going to have to get around to doing. So I just go about wearing all my own stuff. It's like used to be Vans, whatever make you had, Adidas, whatever. Now I just walk about big Poppa Paul, self-brand belief. Getting pink. Yeah, 4S on a track, that would probably be good because that's where I'm a Radix 6 as well. That's 4S, though it's a 6S car, they'd probably be better buying a Radix 4 because 4S on a track or round, if you're just trying to drive like a track setup, I think it's the best balance for an RC car. Even for a basher, I still think 4S is just the sweet spot for handling and power. It's just a really nice place. It would being pink, I thought Gaz would have jumped all over it, like, but I think that the 4X as well, that's pink as well, isn't it? What have I missed there? Charlie laughing at that. I saw Hardcore Chase slaps it so hard it broke on Talbot's live earlier. Yeah, I kind of shied away from that one too, Gaz. Does anybody here do like, obviously like this TLR is maybe a handling thing, but does anybody here actually do proper RC racing? I don't want no damn pink RC. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Everybody wants pink RCs. Pink's the future, guys. Seen it here first. Shar saying she won't be on camera. She will be on camera. I'm going to get her on for you. Yeah, there's not many tracks here either. That's what we were talking about last week. In the UK, the RC scene, there doesn't seem to be enough yet. And I think there's a track not far from me over the bridge to a place called Dunfermline. But when you look at it, the cars that let you run on it aren't really the size of cars that I would want to be taken on it. Shade you think no good for it. Gents RC only Poppa. Yeah, but you get a gent and you get a man, guys. I'm a real man. It's not going to happen. You use bike tracks, but you lose. So here first, yeah, you do. You only need to get a good. What's that? Chassis, whatever. Yeah, that's the thing when you're going to the track. You need to have the height to see where you're going, because if you're standing down low and you're going over jumps and stuff like you see, you lose your car in no time. How much is the TLR coming in at as well? Is that about the 400, 420 mark? Is that right? Yeah, 420. Yeah, I thought it was that. Still, when you really think about it with rollers, even though it's a lot of money for a roller, isn't it? You tend to go RTR. I think sometimes if you're doing a complete starting for the ground kit, it's great. But I think with the rollers, sometimes to me the value is more in you're getting some electronics and stuff anyway, than just as stuff breaks, changing for what you want then. RTR probably in some ways is a better way to go in my opinion. You have a very small track behind world-class RC racer, pretty cool. David or Garo. That's nice, that's pretty cool. Techno buggy. Hear a lot of people raving about technos as well. That's something I've never had or never really looked into either. I don't know if they're really something I would go for, but they seem to have a lot of people saying they're really tough and strong and good RCs. But I couldn't even tell you the price point on them personally because I've never gave them really much a look for whatever reason. Cheaper than the Kraton of steering servo. An NT410. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of because I've heard a lot of people talk about how tough they are. I like the feel of a building now after. Yeah, the feel of building something is cool. It's satisfying. It really hit me with my Rift. Is when it starts with boxy pieces, you build something up, and at the end, it's just like rewarding knowing when you're driving it. You seem to take extra care as well once you've built it from scratch because you're thinking, right, I know how that bit's together, I've done that, I've got to make sure everything's okay. So you do, I think you've got a bit more of a special place for a car when you've built it than if you just buy an RTR straight out the box. Building how much are the MT410s going for? That's something probably for the next time that we have a chat. I might have a look into them so I know a bit more about them. My hands won't let me build a lot, but once you have owned an RC long enough, yeah, they do all become kits after time. There's some of them quicker than others. Yeah, because you can drive your cars, but you do have to learn them because they all. That's the thing we sell in cars like EXB, XTR, whatever. They're all toughened versions, but everything breaks. Everything breaks when you've got an RC car. It's inevitable. It's always going to happen. It's just a matter of when and how. So your top all-time fives, the MT410. Yeah, I'm like that. Nothing compares to building for a bag of parts. Yeah, stock electronics, that's the letdown with RTRs. Once you've had your own electronics compared to stock, there is a big difference in some of them. Some of them not so much, but you do find that. The best stock electronics I've had are in this, the Torx 185 and the Corrali motor, I think it's a 2050 kV like the Arma. That thing goes like stink and response-wise is very good for an RTR. But I've had some stinkers as well, to be fair, so that's one of the things. I think the worst RTR motors for me and speed controllers or Traxxas. I don't know what it is, they always seem to burn out for me or get some niggles and red light flashes and all these wee fidgety things. So for being probably, I don't know if they're still the biggest brand, maybe Horizon have got that now. I think Traxxas to me bring the worst electronics, and a lot of them don't even put fans on them. They're still just like, they feel a bit behind the times of what they should be. Everything should be fans, everything should be just more well developed than some of the VXL 3S setup, for example. I don't really like them too much. Yeah, they do become your favourites because you work on them for the ground up. Yeah, tracks and stuff, yeah, Gaz is saying that shit. Totally agree with that. It's the worst. The only stock electronics tracks I've got just now is in my TRX4, and I don't even know why I've still got it. Probably just because there's been no reason it's not broke. But I know if I put like a 1080 or something in it, the car would be even better than what it is. They do make very poor electronics. Again, you have no idea what these numbers mean. I think, you've got that in your axial bomber, you've got the 1080, haven't you? The Traxxas drag slash as well, that's just got a normal VXL 3S system in it too, hasn't it? It's not even got a fan or that on it, if I remember. I think it's just like the stock one you get on like a slash and stuff. I'm sure I'm right on saying that. I'm going to have to look at this MT410 though, for sure. Like, all your crawlers are 1080s and 55 ton motors. 1080s aren't even very expensive, if I remember as well. I think they're quite a cheap ESC too, but they seem to have really good, really good, like Gaz is saying there, good feedback about all of them. Tamiya Grasshopper back in 1987. I think, although, like, so I've got the comical lunchbox, I think you get a wee comical Grasshopper version too. I think it's much the same, just a different body. Really need to take this out and do a video though. I don't know why I've not done it. Little wheelie machine. It just sits like this all the time. And when you hit the brakes really hard, it does like forward rolls. It's hilarious to watch. So, Element has a Fusion in it. Is that the Element RC I think you're talking about there, Shade Tree, yeah? Because to be fair, for stock electronics, that I think my Sendero, probably not the best ESC in motor, but it's very smooth, not fast, not even super powerful, but you can really super slow crawl with it, and it's just got a nice smooth feel to that car. Yeah, Enduro HD, yeah. Yeah, it's amazing, yeah. Well, so I've only got the Sendero, the one before the HD, but I think it's pretty much a similar car, but really good little crawlers. The Gatekeeper facing Element RC looks good as well. I quite like the look of that car a lot. See, I'm learning stuff here. This Fusion stuff, something I've never actually seen before. So there's a few things I'm picking up here. We're talking to you guys. It's really good. So I can you look at it myself afterwards. Has anybody got the Element RC Night Runner? That looks another good car for them too. Mass Master, that's true. It does get a bit crazy. 1080's a little slow on the wheel speed. Yeah, that's the car Sergeant J was talking about, the Savage X. I couldn't remember the name of it when I was speaking about it earlier on. But I forgot to say that too, because they're bringing out a nitro yet. I'm still quite surprised that they're still doing nitros, because there must be a market for it still, but you don't hear a lot of people talking too much about nitros these days. The only other nitro I quite like is the Kyosho Inferno. That looks quite good too, but yeah, the Savage will be pretty cool. Right, guys, I was going to nitro, gas, fossil fuels, RCs suck. The only thing it doesn't suck is the sound. The sound's really good, but yeah, when it comes to power, electrics just blows them away out the park all day long. And realistically, just for reliability in general, be a lot better. Plus, with electric too, you can run in places and you're not boring anybody, so if you find a little spot that's near houses or whatever, you're not getting people coming and annoying them with the sound and stuff. So it has got a lot of positives, but something like a big lossy, what's it called? The big truck, the 5T or something like that. They're pretty cool, but yeah, I think I'm an electric guy mostly for sure. But what I think I'm going to do though, guys, is I'm looking at the time just now. Got work in the morning, and that's 11 o'clock at night here. So if you want to call this a wrap for tonight and say thanks everybody for coming. What's wrong? cut. Right, here we go. Checking my coffee and I'm trying to finish up here, guys. And yeah, we'll get another one again next weekend or possibly through the week, but more likely next weekend we'll get another live on. And like I say, I'll have to get myself ready for work and stuff tomorrow, I'm afraid. It's life, isn't it? Working, waking up in the morning, just thinking about that's a total downer, but it's got to be done. Especially if you want RCs, you've got to find the money to pay for them. Ken Pastrana wants to convert to electric, but they're still die-hard combustion engine fans. Yeah, it has been a pleasure, guys. Thank you very much, my man. And every single one of you that have turned up, thank you. Really appreciated. We're back again with another live next week. And yeah, really quite a big turnout today. I'm really happy with that. And everybody's left a thumbs up and a like. Thank you very much. And I'll catch you in the next one. So hopefully I'll get a video out before the weekend. And I'll have to go around and so I'll have to catch up with Gazzies and all you guys' videos that I've been reading that I've not seen. Especially this tugboat thing with Coach D. I'm going to have a look at that, see what that's all about. Good live stream, dude. Had fun. Now the wife can show you the difference between live chat and top chat. Yeah, I've got a lot to learn for sure with these lives. I'm kind of like a dinosaur this way, but I want to keep up at it, keep trying this, and hopefully it'll get better and better as we go, and I'll figure out more extra buttons. Thanks for everyone for being here. Good night. Right, guys, I'm out. Enough talking, and thanks again. Catch you in the next one. Take care and enjoy whatever you're doing. Have a nice week. Catch you later. Bye. Clicking that end button now.